second successive 6-1 win of the weekend against Danny Noppert. Bunting, one of 7 unseeded players in the field, and among those left standing we have a total of 7 Euro Tour champions, including Michael van Gerwen and last month's winner in Hildesheim, Daryl Gurney. As always on the final day,
first leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
8 third-round matches in the afternoon session, and from 7:15 tonight, the quarters, the semis and the final itself. And just like the Day of the Dead or goals for Christian Benteke, Mondays on the European Tour only happen once a year, so here to make the most of it alongside me, Rob Malarkey, is Dan Dawson.
Yes, and wins for Stephen Bunting against Michael van Gerwen happen more infrequently than once a year. But they do happen. They have happened.
174.
And if it happens here today in the opening game, then this tournament is blown wide open. This half of the draw has got so much quality.
60.
You've got 3 world champions, you've got 5 major winners, you've got Euro Tour winners everywhere you look. The other half of the draw saw the top 4 seeds all knocked out yesterday.
99.
And, I mean, take your pick. You can make a case for anybody. Even Evil Charlie to come through the other half of the draw.
Yeah, caught sight of Evil Charlie upstairs in
100.
the players' room just a few moments ago. He was very quiet, actually. Maybe just feeling a little bit overawed today. He's in
52.
illustrious company up there, after all.
Karel Sedláček, that is, the first Czech Republic player ever to make the final day of a European Tour. Stephen Bunting has had 2 6-1 wins already this weekend and played some excellent stuff, some big finishes. But he has already lost a leg in this one.
Second leg, Stephen to throw first. Game on.
13-3 in the head-to-head standings in favour of Michael van Gerwen. And the last 3 have all been on the Euro Tour as well. They met in the semi-finals of the European match play last year. That was 7-4 in favour of the Dutchman.
55.
6-4 when they met in the European Trophy last year as well. So it's not as if Bunting's been blown away in the last 2 meetings. He was pretty comprehensively beaten 6-1 when they met in 2017 on the European stage. But it is almost a vice-like grip that Van Gerwen's had over Bunting over the last 5 years or so.
140.
Yeah, there was one win 3 years ago where Bunting picked up his second PDC title, beat MVG in the final. And he believes he's playing better now than he was then.
46.
Right now, in this game, he is not.
$171.
And there is nobody in the world more experienced than MVG in how to negotiate these final days of European tours. He has done it successfully 29 times.
96. Michael, you require 135.
Birthday coming up in a few days. He's looking to make it 30 Euro Tours under the age of 30.
95. Stephen, you require 129.
These are the sorts of checkouts he's been taking out this weekend, Bunting. Oh, interesting decision to go that route.
61. Michael, you require
Doesn't work
40.
for
Game on the second leg. Michael van Gerwen.
Van Gerwen is 2 for 2 on his doubles.
Game on.
And looking ominous.
Yeah, he had a couple of big checkouts yesterday against Danny Noppert, 1-2-4 or 1-2-2. And he averaged 99 and a bit in his first round win over Alan Norris as well, but hasn't really got going in this one. Michael van Gerwen looks as though he means business. I think he may be wanting to just put a few things right on the Euro Tour after that second round defeat by
96.
Keegan Brown in Hildesheim. And as you say, it would be a fitting way for Van Gerwen to round things off on the eve of his 30th birthday. Everywhere you turn with Van Gerwen, there are numbers, there are milestones, there are accolades. And this is the latest one of them.
Well, I mean, yes, he was beaten by Keegan Brown, but we're in the third Euro Tour event of the year. He won the first one. He's looking good to make the quarterfinals already in this one. And the one game that he lost with 108 average to a man who didn't miss a single dart at doubles. So
60.
I don't think MVG has lost a great deal of sleep.
No.
About that defeat.
58.
And I think Van Gerwen may well have appreciated that workout from Ratajski yesterday. You could argue it's the ideal opening match for somebody like Michael van Gerwen.
Well, it is if you win it, which he did, But I tell you what, it was in the balance that game.
125.
A couple of legs where he missed starts a double. It could have been the other way.
Could so easily have found himself 3-1 down instead of 3-1 up.
Stephen, you require 160.
Ratajski averaging over 101. Bunting looking at 160.
Ooh.
140.
Well, he's given himself a chance here, but Van Gerwen has not missed a dart at double as yet. Double. Well, he went for it.
52.
That's the first
Stephen, you require 20.
slip, if you like, if that's what you can call it. Bunting pins double 10, and it's a break straight back for the bullet.
Fourth leg, Stephen to throw first. Game on.
There's always that fear when Van Gerwen races out the blocks and you've not got going in the first leg or two, and he storms to a 2-0 lead, that you might crumble, but Bunting is doing the exact opposite of that.
135.
If you're going to beat MVG, it is more likely that you're going to beat him in a race to 6 than a race to 7 or a race to 8. 5. 6 perfect darts for the bullet. We've seen perfect 9 darters in the opening 2 European Tour events this year.
174.
Can Stephen Bunting make it 3 for 3?
No, he can't. But then again, he's still in good shape to win this leg. It would be a holder throw for him, and it would just give Michael Van Gerwen a few more reminders.
93.
And he's on course for an 11 darter anyway.
What a response from Bunting this is.
132. Stephen, you require 48.
Single 16 for double.
16.
That's anguish for
Michael,
him.
you require 60.
6 perfect darts, and yet he may well lose this leg, and it would really hurt because it would be another break, and it would be a third successive break of throw in this match. And Van Gerwen, well, isn't that just typical?
Fifth leg, Michael to throw first.
The harsh realities of playing Michael Van Gerwen brutally illustrated there for Stephen Bunting. And MVG leads 3-1.
41.
And he wins it with an 11 darter of his own. Astonishing.
134.
3 out of 3 are doubles. Of course, Van Gerwen couldn't produce the double-double finish in that third leg.
137.
Had he done so, I think Stephen Bunting would be in very real danger of just collapsing, because you're always walking a tightrope against MVG, where even when you build up a head of steam like Bunting was doing in those last couple of legs, one little mistake and all of a sudden he's tearing away from you again. Just like this.
177.
A 171, a 174 and a 177 for MVG already in this one.
$47. Michael, you require 146.
Another one in there for double 16.
Game.
Beautiful stuff. 11 darter, 12 darter.
6 leg, Stephen to throw first.
The average is up at that 108, 109 mark.
Well, that's astonishing. I mean, 4 minutes ago, Stephen Bunting was
58.
looking at a 2-all scoreline, and all of a sudden he's 4-1 down. It has just turned so quickly.
95.
Two-time defending champion Michael Van Gerwen off the German Darts Grand Prix. He's looking to make it a hat-trick of
59.
titles this weekend. And on this evidence, he will take some stopping.
96.
Winner of this faces either Rapid Ricky Evans or Ted Everts, the two unseeded players in this half of the draw, along with Bunting.
100. 90
Everything
seconds.
as per the draw bracket on the final day, as always on the Euro Tour. So the winner of this plays the winner of the next game. Winner of game 3 plays the winner of game 4, and so on.
94. Stephen, you require 148.
Big checkouts have been a signature this weekend for Bunting, but he's not going to produce this one, and Van Gerwen only needs one treble.
58. Michael, you require 116.
Doing enough on the Bunting throw once again.
90 seconds.
Well, there is a missed dart at a double.
Stephen, you require 90.
But it may only be a dart at the bullseye here for Bunting. Should start on the 20s. He's gone for the bull, and that's the danger. Now it's tops, it has to be. Well, that's the...
50.
You go for the bull first dart, there is
20.
more chance of that happening, and you don't even get a dart for the leg.
They are the pitfalls, and Michael Van Gerwen just jumps all over that.
7th leg, Michael to the first. Game on.
And so far, this is a much smoother ride than it was yesterday for Michael Van Gerwen against Ratajski.
A much rougher one than it's been this weekend
141.
for Stephen Bunting. 6-1 against Alan Norris, 6-1 against Danny Noppert, and quite possibly 1-6 against Michael Van Gerwen.
86.
And it could be a 4th consecutive defeat, all of them on the European Tour, for the Bullet against Mighty Mike, who has now hit a 180. So, well, is it a 180, a 177, a 174 and a 171? All he needs now is a 170. So,
60.
in this kind of mood, he might just hit single 10 and throw 2 out the board.
Well,
Or the 5.
Two of
There we
those.
go.
82.
Well, Michael Van Gerwen was 9-1 on to win this match. He was the odds-on favourite to win the tournament at the start of the day as well, and he is more than justifying those odds at the moment.
99. Michael, you
The one game he's lost on the Euro Tour this year, he averaged 108. He is currently averaging around about that again.
82.
Normally, that's enough to win. And it looks more than enough to win this encounter with the Bullet.
96. Michael, you require 16.
So Michael Van Gerwen to cruise into the quarter-finals of the German Darts Grand Prix, and the two-time defending champion has kicked off in style with a 6-1